They all told me they've never seen anything like this before, except on TV or in the movies. If I walk closer into it, we're getting deeper and deeper. The home is right there. You see the water on it as if the home, I mean, it's not floating, but it looks like it could be. People who are a little worried, they were born and raised here, and they don't want to see their gorgeous water views on this road get blocked by a boutique hotel. We see this helicopter about to take off any second now. A lot of EMS response and paramedics. You know, Corey, we were here about the last hour and they looked pretty normal, but just within the last minute or so, I'm hearing what sounds like the fire alarm. It's also flashing. He spotted the helicopter, which spotted him, and he knew it did. So then he decided to go into a drainage pipe. He came out on the other end of it, this exact pipe right here. So he started swimming out of the middle. Deputies were already in position with their guns drawn. They spotted him. He had to come up this side like a little ramp. He got arrested right here on this sidewalk. And I'm Jolena Esperto. Happy first day of March. If you've been outside already, you know the weather's nice, even a little bit cooler this morning. Maybe save on that AC. You could see the tire tracks all the way down the grass here to where I am standing. And then if we take a look down here, the yard is ripped up. It's ripped up over there too. There's a lot of pieces of just her car here burnt up, and I could even still smell the smoke when I get down there. And it's very close to this pole attached to the power lines. And that water is coming, and it's coming fast. So really, I've only seen a few cars go through, but they are higher cars, and it is going into the yards of these homes. We are seeing that ponding we were just talking about. So if you look over here, this is Park Avenue and First Street. This has closed before because of flooding. And Cape Police said one simple tip that maybe seems obvious, but a lot of people don't do: lock your cars. Now, the car Cape Police said these boys got into was unlocked. You see it all boarded up here. That's because this boulder was used to smash the glass, break in through it. It's supposed to look like this door. She told me this is a place for her kids to come to for safety and care. It is just impossible to describe all the emotions they're feeling right now. Nate Ritchie survived this crash while landing in Toronto. His plane flipped upside down, caught on fire. 4 days later, he finally made it home to his family. You could see him hugging his wife so tightly there, his wife tearing up, and his daughter happy as could be. The Delta Airlines plane Nate Ritchie was flying on from Minneapolis to Toronto crashed, flipped upside down, and burst into flames last week. And this is the moment he first held his wife again. The first time they saw each other again, and the first time they knew everything was going to be okay.
Being able to hold him again and feel him in my arms was like nothing I've ever experienced, because my best friend, I felt like I'd lost my best friend. There was, you know, the possibility of losing my best friend, and then to be able to hold him and him be with me. There is no word.
And once he made it out of the crash, the first thing he did was call his wife. This is what he told me when we talked after the crash.
I really didn't think we were going to survive because you could smell the jet fuel. You could see it running down the windows. You could see it pulling up. And, you know, your mind's just going to your family. And, you know, I see my wife, my kids.
Ritchie made the 22-hour drive home to Cape Coral, but it was 4 days after the crash when they finally saw each other again.
A lot of high anxiety, because I wanted him to be here safely, especially after everything that had happened.
Relief to be home safely, to see my wife, who I really thought I might not ever see again.
I asked Nate and Rachel if they'd ever fly again.
We had big plans to travel this year, and those plans have now been canceled. And so I don't know. Right now, no, I couldn't imagine stepping foot on a plane. I know some people had to get home after last week, and I don't know how they did it. I don't know that I can.
But everyone on board walked away.
Drop it. Come on.
That's something Nate, his wife Rachel, and daughter Lindley will never take for granted. Jolena Esperto, Wink News. Russ, Kate Chembry's parents told me they are begging anyone who may know anything to please say something. Now, their beloved son, Cade, was hit while crossing the street here on Radio Road. You could see some crime scene markers on the road still. You could even see some flowers. The cars are passing by, but there is a memorial set up for him. Now, it was tough for them to speak with me about this so soon, but they did it for their son, Cade. These flowers are more than just roses planted on the grass.
They're to honor a young man gone much, much too soon. Cade Shembry was just 18 years old when he died. His parents got the call.
Unfortunately, Cade has passed. Cade's dead. We need to go to the hospital. So I came to pick her up, and we went down there, and I was asked, like, we want to see the body, and the nurse
pretty much told us it wouldn't be a good idea.
You know, so, and really, I don't really want to see. I want to remember.
Shembry was hit by a car on Sunday night just after 10:30 while crossing the street on Radio Road near San Marcos Boulevard. The driver who hit him, still hasn't come forward.
So really, I mean, if anyone saw anything or has any information, just please give it to the police.
And if there's anything Cade's parents want you to know about him,
He definitely thrived on being a goofball. He enjoyed that. So, you know, he's the sort of kid who would, like, one of his friends would dare him to, like, jump in a pool at 50 degrees and, you know, I'll give you $5 if you do it.
He'd jump.
He'd do it. So.
He was very, very outgoing.
Yeah, he was very sociable.
And he was very friendly to everyone. You know, he could talk to anyone, which is quite rare these days.
for most people, the video you're about to see is hard to watch. For some, it's hard to turn away. But we warned you, gave you the chance to make a choice. Wednesday, neighbors along Durant Street in Port Charlotte had to make a split-second decision.
Dude just drove by the house dragging the dog behind his truck.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You heard that right.
The dog was about this big, just a little dog.
Veteran Jamie Boyle couldn't believe his eyes. He told me even through all the wars he's been in, this is by far the worst thing he has ever seen.
Just an innocent animal trying to keep up because they can't untie themselves from that. It's ridiculous. It's really bad. I'm sorry.
The blurred spot in this video, Charlotte County Animal Control says this is a 6-month-old puppy named Diesel, dragged down Durant Street by its owner, James Hales. Todd Tyler's doorbell cameras caught it all.
The bloody paw prints down here is what really affected me the most. It was pretty traumatic.
He showed me the track of the bloodline, where it started to where it ended. We could see the puppy's blood trail for half a mile.
You can also see where the dog stood up and tried to run.
And Charlotte County Animal Control confirmed to me, Diesel died from being dragged. Charlotte County deputies believe Hales to have dragged Diesel unintentionally. Boyle told me that doesn't take away the gut-wrenching trauma for anyone who saw it. But most importantly, it doesn't take away what happened to Diesel.
Got him to stop, and then he bends down and picks the dog up. The dog was already passed away. Yeah, and that's going to be in my brain for the rest of my life.
Bill and Colleen Beveridge have stuck side by side as husband and wife for 25 years. But now Colleen's dealing with her biggest fear, the possibility of losing the love of her life.
More or less going to be watching him die now.
I'm so sorry.
Bill started hospice care 2 weeks before Hurricane Ian left them homeless. He's been diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
It's hard to give him care right now that he needs.
Less than 6 months to live, and that's been almost 3 months ago now, so hopefully I'll prove him wrong.
And now we got a double whammy.
This home is all Bill and Colleen know and all they want to know.
My pots, and then my frying pan's all over on the baker's rack. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna try and see what's gonna be allowed. We don't want to go anywhere. We want to stay here.
And you said you've had this home how long in the family?
50 years. 1972, my grandparents got this place.
Bill, of all people, still feels for other people dealing with their own damage from Hurricane Ian.
It's a battle, that's for sure. We may have to go out and get an RV if
something like that.
That's what we're trying to buy. We have money to buy an RV, you know, not an expensive one, a used one, yeah. So we're trying to find an RV just to make it easier for him. And
A lot of people worse off than we are.
So take the advice of Bill.
Keep your chin up and keep your hopes up. Pray we'll get through it.
With his chin up and his hopes up, and his outdoor setup next to the pile of debris that was once his family's home, Bill and his wife Colleen are determined to power through together in the home they started in. I'm reporting in Englewood.
okay, take care. Thank you again. God bless you both.
Jolena Esperto, Wink News.